meeting is being recorded.
Hey Venu, good evening.
Hi guys.
Hi, good evening, Venu.
Hey, good evening guys. Okay, so any doubts guys till Friday? Yesterday we didn't have class actually due to some issues. So we can start PL SQL today.
Yesterday, I see a screenshot. You have mentioned the PLSQL block, declare
Yeah,
begin.
actually the problem is there is a minor mistake. Here we missed that semicolon at end of this one actually. Okay. If you miss this semicolon here, we get same error. See here?
Are you sharing something? We don't see anything.
Not yet actually. Let me know if you're able to see.
Yes.
See here, this is what error yesterday we were seeing that error, right? It is saying line number 4 and column number 2. Okay. Just right click here and toggle line number 4. In this program, line number 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay. See here. Yes, semicolon is missing. That's the reason we are getting that error. Did you get the output? Okay. This is called anonymous block. Actually, just we are writing that anonymous block. Anything we can write and then publish that value actually. Okay. For example, I want to print employee number of employee number whose name. 1 second. Let me see. I want to see. That's simple. One record. Okay, I want this record. For example, I want this record. Okay, 7369. Whose ID equals 7369. I want to display his name actually. Okay, just I'm taking a variable here. Okay, see here. Outside of the PL SQL block, select query writing is different. Inside PL SQL block, that is different. Okay, the value should send to one variable actually. Okay. And I'm writing here the last condition. Select ename into here extra into class is coming here. Okay, L underscore ename from emp where emp number equal to. Okay, now I'm printing this value. Instead of D, just I'm mentioning L underscore ename. Okay. Okay, guys. See here what we are printing here. Okay. Guys, can you hear me or not?
Yes, we can hear you.
Any questions?
Like, we write that much, too much for just get one line display. I mean output.
What is that? Sorry.
I mean like to print that to one line. I mean to print a one get the output of the one line, we
Mm.
have to set up that all like
Variable.
we have to
Variable.
declare
For
first.
example, if you want to print one value, you have to set up a local variable, and then you have to send that value into that variable, and then you have to print the value.
So like if we already know that value, so why we have to go through this all?
Sorry?
I mean, like if we already know that employee name and number, so what is the benefit we use PL SQL over here?
See, this is for your understanding purpose. I'm writing a PL SQL block. This is the PL SQL block. When you go to procedures, directive will not pass this value.
Okay.
You can pass any employee number here, right? You'll pass that input parameter to the procedure actually. That based on the input parameter, you'll print the value.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
This is for just understanding purpose only. This is a PLC called block like this. Okay. And then if you see here, I'm giving some name, and then if you see here, I'm giving some name, unknown number, something number I'm giving here. I'm trying to print the value now. What we are expecting here? See here what it is saying. No data found.
Yeah.
Right. That means with that ID, there is no data in the table, right? This type of things we need to handle. These are called exceptions. We need to handle them. Procedure should not, procedure or PL SQL block should not exit without completing actually. Even we get errors also, we need to throw the error and then we have to complete the program. Got it? For that one, we are writing exception blocks here. Okay. And some of the named exceptions we have actually: no data found, value too large, value error, and zero divide error. These type of errors we have in that PL SQL named already predefined exceptions we have actually. Those things we can accept. We can handle directly here. When no underscore data underscore found, then we have to print here something. Okay. There is no data. There is no data with the employee ID. We have to print the value. What is the value we are having here? We need to print the value. Exception when no data. What is the issue? See here, now we got error earlier, right? Now we are handling this one. What happened here? It's completed, right?
So that line number 28, select ename into that variable name from emp where so that line that line going to extract the value from table, and dbms output put line that going to print it, right?
That's what I'm saying, right? If you have value employee number, if you put value to employee number which is having in the table, okay, that will pull the data employee name and then print that print line number 29. Okay. If we get some error here, because error means if you're not finding any data with that employee ID, directly it will go to exception block and then return this value. They return this one.
Okay. So that
Did you get it?
yeah, I got it. So that 28 and 29 that two lines is always come together when we fetching a data from tables.
See, this is for our understanding. Because we want to print something above
Right.
above results. We need to print here. Actually, that's the reason we are using DBMS output statement. Okay.
Okay.
In coding, in procedures and functions, right? Procedures, right? You will not use DBMS output statements actually. Usually, why will not use, right? Sometimes we need to write loops here actually. When you write loops and if you write a DBMS output statement, it will hit the performance.
Got it.
Right? In production code, we will not have DBMS output statement until we require to print something.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Got it.
This is just how it works. Just I am showing how it works actually. We are getting input here. This value we are getting here. That value we are storing into this variable, and then that variable we are printing here in this one. When you are not finding the data, we should not exit without completing the program actually. That's the reason we write here exception block. Then we are handling the exception here. This is called exception handling, right?
Yes.
And now I'm going to write one more thing here. Okay, I'm going to write here. It is E. Okay, E I'm giving here. What I want to write here is I'm going to write at the end of the statement E equal to A by 0, A by C. Okay, see here. A by C. C have some value, right? No, I don't want this one. Just I'm putting A by 0. Just I'm putting this value. So is there any possibility to divide by 0?
No, it's going to be an exception. It's like an error.
It's going to be exception, right?
Yeah.
So just I'm printing the value, the value of E is just I'm printing E here. Okay. So see here when I'm running this block, right? What it is saying? Okay, here itself it is failing. It is not coming here actually. You got it right?
I think it gave the value 0.
Sorry?
I think it gave the value 0.
No, it's cursor didn't come here actually because the statement failed here itself. Then it went to a exception block directly. Once it goes to exception block, it will not come back.
Yes.
Got it right? For example, I'm writing this one at end. I'm writing this outside of next to this one actually. Now the statement order is this one, right? First execute this one, second execute this one, third is this one, and fourth this one. Then it comes here, right? First exception is this one exception. This exception will come now, right? What we are getting here?
Actually, you missed the top value. Can you run again?
Which one?
Oh, no. You're good.
See what is saying? 0 divide error.
Yes.
Okay. This we have to handle here now. When 0 divide, then divide is not valid. Okay. See here. Are you able to handle this one?
So for the exception, like if the program go run one exception and that's it. Hello?
Everything is okay?
Hello, sir.
Hello, Venu.
I think he went to turn off the
That alarm.
alarm.
Right.
It's good.
Lucky, mommy వచ్చిందంట చూడన్నాను. Your mom came. Bye, Lucky. Good night.
ఫస్ట్ నొక్కుదండి. No. Stop. Don't open it. You're open. Sorry, guys.
Is everything good, Venu?
Yeah. In kitchen. Sorry.
I was guessing that. Same thing happened to me over here. All right.
Okay.
So it must be some delicious things cooking up there.
That's the reason.
All right then.
Okay, fine. Now you got this one, right? This is zero divide error. What we have. Okay. This type of errors we need to handle this way. Okay. And if you don't know the error, right? If you know the error, you can handle it. If you don't know the error, you can handle when others then. Okay. Just simply we can print the values L underscore error code error underscore code number and L underscore error message where cat 2 of 32 767 PL SQL. This is the maximum value we can print here. Okay. When others, what we will do, okay, error code equal to SQL code and L underscore error message equal to SQL ERRM. This is what we will do. Okay. And then we'll printing, right? Just we'll print like this. Error, unknown error. Then we have mentioned error code. What are the error code we are having here? We'll print error code here. And then message, error message. You can put like this. And SQL ERRM. You have to do this way. If you don't have the error messages, we can handle this way. Okay. So always when others is last one, When others is last one, we have to handle all the errors on top. And the last one, if you don't know the errors, unexpected errors, you can handle by others actually. Okay. Got it? Got it, guys? What it is saying? SQL, ERRM.
So what kind of error we can consider in other?
Others means if you don't know the error name, error, what you are not expecting the error actually, but unfortunately we got some error somewhere else in any block, in our begin block, anywhere we can get error. Okay.
So here we are trying to learn that how to set up errors.
Sorry.
I mean, over here we are trying to set the error code like that.
Right. That means you don't know the error. What is the error we are getting here? But when you don't know the error, right? Just it will print that SQL code. Okay, SQL code. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Go ahead. That will.
Okay. When we don't know the error, just it will print the error code. Error code. It will print there is a number, right? Every error every error we have the number actually. Okay. For example, 0 divided error we will have. You see here. You can see some error. See here, this is the error. This is the error code, right? Error code is this one. Okay. Error message is like this. It will be there.
So that means like Oracle have a own error code.
Error
So
code will be there. Yes. They have one error codes that will print by this codes actually.
got it. Okay.
Okay. Error code and error message it will be displayed by Oracle by default. And something it is getting error. What is the error? SQL error. No?
But why we need this text when in which scenario we use this?
Which one?
Like L underscore error, like CD SQL
See,
code.
for example, if you are handling you are handling a number of errors actually. Okay? For example, you are handling 10 errors. Okay.
Okay.
But you are not expected. You got unexpected error. The program will abandon without completing that one actually. It will exit. It will exit without throwing any error. It will exit the procedure actually, right? To avoid this one, just will safer side last at the end, right? When others means any errors other than you handled, you handled 10 errors, right? Other than the 10 errors, any other error occurs in the begin block that will be handled by this section, last section.
Okay.
Right? You can't believe, right? You write, for example, you have 1,000 lines of code. You don't know where you will get error, right? Sometimes you get error. That time, if you write another, so it will go to that section and then display the error directly. So you understand, right? What error we are getting, then we can go ahead that particular section and we can see what is the error and all those. So you can analyze it. It is not giving any error, and then program exited from process, right? You cannot understand what is happening, right?
Yeah.
When you write the procedures and functions and the real-time scenarios, right, you can understand automatically why do we need errors and exception handlings and all those things. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
When can you please comment out like when no data from found to the 0 divided is not valid? Yeah, that the complete part, even the top one, even the bottom one. I just wanted to see like what error we'll get for when others. Yeah, can you please run this one?
See what is the error you're getting here? Divided is equal to 0.
Okay, so we don't need the error code, right? Because SQL ERRM itself gives the error code, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It will give that, but make sure, right? Others can be used in multiple places. You can handle any error. It will display. If it is more than one error also, anyway, that wherever we get error, that will throw here directly here. But which line it is? You are expecting some errors, but you are not expecting some errors actually. When you are expecting some error, you have to handle your own actually. That is the program methodology, right?
Yes. Just to debug the error, like code.
Debug the error. You know, when you are writing select query, definitely there is a possibility no data found error.
Yes.
That is one possibility. When you are dividing something, denominator should not be 0 always. Right?
Okay.
That type of errors you can handle it. Sometimes instead of number value, you are passing varchar value error. It will throw the value error. That you have to handle. So whatever you know the errors, you are expecting some error here, you have to handle them. You are not expecting whatever you are not expecting, that we send into the others block.
Okay.
Yes.
So for the best practice, can we directly use others instead of using when no data found and
no. Best practice always whatever we are expecting error, you can handle them, and then we'll go to directly last section. We'll go to this one.
others. Okay.
And moreover, we can see something else when we are loading some data. For example, I'm getting data from somewhere else and then loading into somewhere else. Actually, okay, this is the process actually. So first I will get the data from source tables to one staging table kind of thing. From staging table, while loading into this one, there are a lot of dependencies while going into transactional tables, right? There are constraint validations will be there. Business rules will be there. For example, I am loading some transaction table. There is asset number. For example, asset number is the key column. Okay, asset number is the primary key column. In my data, when you are not finding what are the not present in the target table, first we need to insert the table in the asset table, right?
We know. I think we missed some part.
Yeah, I think
what I'm saying, there are two tables. Consider two tables. Okay, one is asset table and another one is some transactional table kind of thing. Okay, so transactional kind of table. Transactional table is the child table. Asset table is the parent table here. I'm getting data from source while loading into transaction table. This is transaction process, right? While loading in the transactional table, somewhere I didn't find asset ID. For example, I have 10 records, 10 asset IDs I should have in the my parent table also, asset table also, right? Somehow 11th record, asset ID 11 record I got in staging area. Okay, source I got from source I got 11 asset ID 11 I got it. Okay, now I'm trying to load this table. It should throw the error, right? It should not allow the insert actually, first of all.
Yes.
Right? This type of validation, what we will do, right? Some user defined error will define it actually. What we will do before going into a transactional load, okay, just put a validation before that. What are the primary keys we are having? Dependency columns where we have, right? We'll put the column before that. Select first of all, select the asset ID count. Asset ID is present in the asset table or not, will be validated first of all. If not present, either we need to insert the data or we need to throw the error. Right?
Yes.
Did you understand?
Yes.
Okay. That means
I have a question.
Go ahead, please.
Yes, like about this exception handling. So the program goes like line by line, execute line by line. When we get to one line that it has an error, he's check the exception, the first one. If it works, like he showed the exception message, and that's it. Like it doesn't continue to the other lines. Why? No,
because because this is a whole block is one block is right. This is everything is in single block actually. Okay. I got error here, and then it will go to the exception block directly. Okay. Once it go to exception block, it will not come back into begin block again because we are not looping anything.
But for that we can write a loggers, right?
We can write loggers actually. Loggers, right? When you go to procedures and functions, we'll have some error log table actually. Okay. that error logs, I'm telling you, right, this scenario, right, asset and the transactional table, the scenario, right? In this scenario, when asset is not found, particular asset ID, capture the asset ID. Either we need to insert the data, if we have enough information, asset table, or we'll log the error into this table. This asset ID is not present in the not present in the asset table, so that we'll not continue to load into the transaction record, particular transaction record. Right? These errors we can capture and then store into somewhere else actually. For our reference, next when we go to analysis part, why this record got not inserted into transaction, then we have to look into that log table.
Okay, got it. Yes, yes.
This is the way we need to handle the exceptions. See, exception handling is nothing but, right, what are the errors we are getting in the begin block? Those we are handling in the exception block. That's what main thing. Right? Any questions?
Okay, sir. It's good.
Clear?
Yeah, so far.
Okay, good. Now, this is the basic structure, and then we declare the variables, and then we write some statements in the begin block, and we handle the exception in the exception block. This is the structure of any PL SQL block. Okay, either if you go to function, procedure.
So you mean to say like all variable we declare in declare part, and in the begin part we put our syntax, and if as needed that printing syntax, and the
No, not only printing syntax. Don't remember printing statement actually. Any executable statements will mention in the begin block.
Executable, okay. And then
either in begin block we can have insert statements, delete statements, update statements, anything we can use it in the begin block.
And then like let's say
what are the errors we are getting in the begin block, those we are handling in exception block.
Okay, so like when we writing a block for in PL SQL, so first we have to declare all our possible variable in declare part, all executable syntax in the begin part, and all those error that we may have during this block, we can use we can write that one in down exceptions on part, right?
Simple Ashish, right? Okay, Ashish, simple, right? Consider as cooking here.
Right.
Okay, consider as cooking. Whatever we want ingredients, we are getting all the things here actually. Okay. Now execution process. What we are making here, that we'll make here. Okay. While making something, we are getting some errors. Okay. Any issues or something. Okay.
Right.
Those we are handling here. That's all.
That's right. Yeah.
This is the concept you can understand.
Got it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So this is the raw material. Consider as raw material. We are making the product. While making some product, we are getting errors. Those errors we are handling here. That's all simple. Okay. If you understand this concept, procedures and functions, nothing. Okay.
Yes, got it.
Clear. So now we'll write. We have some two types of variable declaration we have actually. Okay. Those are percentile type and percentile row type. Okay. These are the two types actually. Okay. So why do we need to be these two actually here? Okay. So now ideally these two will use in declaration block always. Okay. This is not mandatory, but we can use it. Okay. So for example, I need, for example, I am declaring some variables here. Okay. For example, employee number, L underscore employee number. I am declaring here employee number. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't know the column data type actually. Okay. Understand, guys? I don't know the data type of that one actually. This type of things, right, we can handle directly. Okay. Which table data type you need to match with this one actually. Okay. Sql schema, from Sql schema, employee table, employee number, emp number, percentile type. If we declare this one automatically, if we declare this one, you no need to mention number or varchar anything. Clear? Guys, any questions? See here, procedure not failing, right? Failing here. See, this is another way of declaration variables actually. Just data type capture, data type copying from the particular column. That's all. Simple. Right? Guys, what is the silence?
I didn't understand this one, sir.
No, what I am saying, usually what will happen, how we will declare here, how we are declaring here, a number, number, this is number type, then we are mentioning this one. Employee number, I don't know the data type. Okay, unfortunately, I don't know the data type. Just I know table and the column, which column data type it is. Okay, just simply we can get this with this type of the data type we can directly capture here by using type percentile type, the column data type. That
so
means,
basically,
yeah,
like this one is like when we want to work on a table or like any record in database, and maybe we forgot about the type of that record.
Yeah, some columns we want to use from the tables.
Yeah.
That time,
Okay.
you no need to mention number or varchar or something else. Okay, just you can mention like this actually. Just Sql schema, table name, column name, percentile type. Type means from that employee table, employee number data type, which one we have. For example, it is character, it will fetch character. If it is number, it will fetch number. It will, if it is varchar, it will fetch varchar. Okay.
So you mean to say to use that person type, we need to know our schema name and table name and
if you know the table name and schema name, that's fine. The column name. If you know the column name and table name data type, you know that simple. We can write this way. That's all. Right. You don't need to write number or varchar or something else. Okay?
Just a percentage type be fine.
Yeah, blindly we can capture the data type here. That way. Okay. To use this one, we'll use this way. And another one is row type. This row type is, it will not have, depends on column actually. For example, EREC, employee rec. For example, this is employee rec. And simply I am complete table name record. This is the table record. Okay. EMP, percentile, row type. From this one, I can use any column. The rec column, this rec column is, I can use any column from the employee table here by using row type. Okay, you don't need to declare anything else. If you want, I mean, for example, here, just I'm simply, I can EREC. If you declare this one, just while printing, right, just EREC dot ename. That's all. That's what we will do. Well, this is while using loops, right? That time we can use this one actually, right?
Can you repeat one more time this one?
This is the record, right? For example, I am not declaring the column value, column employee number or employee name, nothing else actually. This variable I can use it for anything. This record type. This is record type. This is record type. That means it's completely row, right? For example, employee number, e-name, salary, all three columns, right? Any column I can use it. By if I declare this one, any column I can use it with that variable.
Okay.
Got it? By referring that variable, I'll explain you that while practicing that one, you can understand this one, not a problem. But just for understand this, two types actually. There is a percentile type and percentile row type. These are the two, remember it. First one is to declare the column data type. And second one is to declare the row type. Okay, complete record. Any column you can use it. Any column, any data type I can use it here. Clear? Just remember this two types actually. While practicing them, I'll explain you more on this one. These two.
And what it calls, you said?
These are called types only.
Types.
Type and type.
Okay.
These are called very, what we can say this one, procedure variable kind of thing. I'll tell you the exact name what it is actually. Okay. And we will talk about cursors tomorrow. Okay. I don't want to start right now. Cursors is very important. Cursors, because we'll use the cursor to use the process the data, insert the data, get the data. A lot of things we can do with cursors actually. Okay. If you understand cursors right, and how the cursor will process the data, and loops, we have to understand loops. Okay. There are for loop and while loop we can use it. Okay. How the cursor will work in the loops actually, those things we have to write. Okay. We have to write and we have to see how it display the data and all those things. Okay. Clear, guys? So far, any questions?
Quick question, that one. For how long is this class going on? Like when we going to finish this class?
See, first you understand the basics of the PL SQL block, right? Then procedures and functions, nothing. Those will not take much time to you.
Okay. No, I'm just making some plan. That's why I'm just asking you. That's why. Maybe like this month.
This month we can finish stuff actually, but Monday, Tuesday I'll not available. Okay. But Wednesday onwards we'll continue the classes. Before Friday, almost we can finish it. We can finish all anonymous blocks completely, and then we can start procedures and maybe tomorrow is Wednesday, right?
Okay.
Tomorrow I'll finish it off cursors and loops and all those things tomorrow. If else blocks and all those things we'll finish tomorrow. And the day after tomorrow we'll start procedures actually.
So maybe like till second week of May.
Maximum by next weekend. That's all. We'll close it. Maximum by month end. Yeah.
So
this week, next week, and ideally the month end. Month end will close everything.
So like you mean to say like a whole class? I mean like all class going to be finished?
Whole class.
Okay. All right.
We'll finish by month end actually, because PL SQL will not take one. Once we finish this one, right? Cursors and all those things, then we can procedures and function structures. I will tell you guys. You guys can practice more on that. That's all.
No problem. No, I am not in a hurry. I'm just
that's what, right? Just I'll give this, and then finally we'll give some questions, right? I mean, questions means how what we need to write the queries and all those things. We'll give some copies, right? I will give copies, or I'll send you mails. I'll send a mail to you.
Okay.
So you guys can use that. Okay.
All right.
And then write the queries by using those questions and by using questions.
Perfect.
If you get any questions on that one, then write it in the group chat. We'll
we have any like something project kind?
Project kind? No, not really.
Like any real-time scenario project, something like
real-time project scenario I cannot show you guys actually here, because my laptop, my company laptop, I cannot share with anything. I cannot share anything.
No. He mean to say like that kind of stuff, like likewise that kind of
maybe
stuff.
You can try. We can try something. I'll let you know.
Okay.
Yeah, for interested, let me know. We'll try to create some small POC kind of thing. Okay. Just we'll create some model kind of thing, and then we'll write get the data from somewhere else and load the data into somewhere else. These type of small things scenario. Ideally, in real-time scenarios also will be like this only. Ideally, we'll use procedures, functions, packages, and triggers. These are the things mainly we'll use. Anonymous blocks and all those things we'll not use actually, because this is the basic for us actually. To understand the basics, clear in the concepts only. Okay.
And sometime I noticed that sometime in real-time scenario, that requirement is very hard to understand.
See, ideally, maybe the wording and sentence formation and maybe differ, but ideally we are going to write this one only.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, so something like, any real-time scenario, writing and we implement, right? So
ideally in real time, how it will be right there, right? How it will be like this, right? So, for example, consider as the loans is the application, right? Loans is the application, right? In this loans application, we have some screens actually, an application, right? User can enter the data. Whatever he is entering, the data should load into the table first thing. Okay, guys, understand here? You are the user. You are entering some data on loan screen. The data we should store somewhere else, right? That process, what are the backend process, that storing process, right? It will happen through procedures only, right? And tomorrow he has entered some data and he has not completed that application actually. Tomorrow he need to find the data. Okay, just he will put that reference number. There is a reference number, right? Once he start filling the application, he can see some of the reference number actually. Where he stops, he need to fill from there, right? So for that one, he need to pass that reference number. When he pass the reference number, based on that reference number, application should fetch the data from the tables, right? For this one, we can write on one more procedure, right? This is the way. This is the application is nothing but this is the small application kind of thing only, right? Nothing is difficulties here, man.
Only for you. For us, it still is a big thing.
No. I understand that. I can understand that. Not a problem. But I can explain these things. Don't worry.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Anything else, guys?
So Venu, when you said you will send the questions, is it possible for you to send by the end of this week so that we can practice the Saturday, Sunday, and
SQL queries, SQL questions I'll send.
Yeah, just like how you said, like passing the like reference value will get the data, right? So those type of questions, if you have, then we can practice.
Start basic from starting will be basic will be there. For example, pass the employee ID and then get the data. Okay. Pass the for example, I want only last names of the last names from the table. Okay. Passing value where we have to pass the where condition you have to pass the value and get that only last names. Okay. Out of 100 records, I want only 10 records based on some requirement. These type of things we can write it. If you write these things, if you are good at SQL, PL SQL is nothing. Okay. That is one thing. And second thing, you have to write some logical question, logical queries. That means, for example, I want second record in the table. Okay. Whole table I have 100 records, but I want only second record for no matter what, either salary base or nothing, no matter what it is. Blindly I want second record only. Okay. This type of questions, this type of queries we have to write actually. And I want 10th record kind of thing. Okay. Based on salary, I need top record. Okay. Based on salary, top record, how do I find this one? For example, I'm passing number. I'm passing number to the query. For example, I'm passing 5. 5 means fifth record. I have to get fifth record. Top fifth record. Salary, for example, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000. We have record data, right? 7,000 should come first. 7,000, 5,000, 7,000, 6,000, 5,000. Like this order. This is the order, right? I want the third record, right? The third highest record. I want third highest record, second highest record, nth highest record. These are the things you have to write. Okay. If you write these things, right, you can understand logically how we are writing the logic for that, right? You can understand that one actually.
Okay. So for that question, I think do we have to write the ranks and get the row number equal to 3 or whatever row number you're asking for?
We have to use ranks. We have to use dense ranks. Sometimes we have to use row number. Sometimes you need to use only row num. Sometimes you have to use maximum function. All things we have to use.
Okay.
All right.
Multiple ways to write. But how efficient you are writing, that is important.
So yeah, if it is possible, then send us by end of this week So you said you're not
I will
available.
send the questions to you guys. Just try to practice it, and then I will explain you how to
Yes,
how
yes.
to write another ways.
Yes.
Actually, first you have to try. Then I will
Exactly.
tell you.
Okay.
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 So you will be off for the next week or every Monday?
Actually, I'm planning Monday, Tuesday.
18th, 19th,
Not
right?
sure if I'm coming. If I come back to my home on Wednesday, we'll have a class. Otherwise, I'll update you guys.
So did you get
Because
a?
I'm planning to work from New York next week actually.
Okay. Perfect.
Maybe I will go to office, New York office, and then visit the people and then come back to Pittsburgh.
Okay.
That's the plan.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Vinny. Thank you,
Anyway,
man.
I'll update my plan. Don't worry.
All right. Thanks.
Okay. Anything else?
We're good, I think.
Clear, right? Any questions? You can ask in the group chat. I will explain you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Let's stop here.
Thanks.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.